And let's hear a little bit more on how cold it's going to be as we head through the next week or so.
Well, we can hear how windy it is out where you are, Natalie. Wind and a wind chill today. It was milder but damper showers yesterday after an icy commute to start. Coming up, we'll take a look at the long-range temperatures. 63, 74 kilometer-an-hour wind gusts today, generally out of the west. And the winds have been strong enough and organized enough and aligned enough that we've seen lake-enhanced snow, lake-effect snow. Georgian Bay, some of that enhancement with the front continuing off through eastern Ontario, barreling on into Quebec and the Maritimes. Active weather there. Quite a large area of Canada seeing precipitation today, and it's mostly snow. Our winds die down as the eastern low heads up towards Newfoundland for tomorrow. There are all kinds of warnings in Atlantic Canada for winter storm conditions and snow. We're left with a calm Friday, thankfully. 3 degrees for Toronto, the first full day of spring. Saturday, first weekend of spring. 3 isn't great, but it's better than -4, feeling like -11. What the is going on, Suzanne? Well, it has been the coldest winter in 20 years, coldest winter in a generation, the third coldest in 50 years. And as chilly as we were, Winnipeg was the coldest ever, with daytime highs that stayed lodged in the minus teens. They're near zero today, by the way. Friday, overnight to Saturday, weak system comes through, passing flurries, mainly some snow to our north, and then certainly cooler with a wind chill going into next week. So some really good reminders there. Raccoons, squirrels, birds, bats, mice, things to think about as we continue to check our home, checking for seepage as we get the melt and the freeze-thaw cycle. Winter into spring. We are in spring. Look at this map, though. We've got snow falling in every province today. That's our yesterday's storm, bringing rain, snow, and freezing rain to the Maritimes. Behind it, we are cool today, breezy too, and colder tonight as we get into some wind chills in the -8 to -12 range. Toronto, Hamilton, Barrie. We warm up with sunshine on Friday. This is good news. It'll be calmer, but we get into a weak system overnight Friday, some lingering clouds Saturday, and it brings cooler air for all of us for Sunday.
Let's find out when things are going to warm up.
Natalie, thanks. Smoothies, they're a great idea, but as we look across the country, we are united in a couple of things. First off, we've got a storm that is leaving the GTA, but leaving us with a cold calling card. And off it goes to the east. We've got a system in the prairies, which is coming our way, and it is going to bring more of the same, more cold air. And one more thing I want to mention, we have got snow in all provinces and all territories today. NWT is one of the sunnier places, but it's cold there. We've got snow with these big systems. And behind the low, we've got strong winds. It's bringing winter storm conditions and warnings and rain and freezing rain to the Atlantic provinces right now and through tonight. Tonight, we're going the other way. We're getting into a calmer pattern. High pressure's moving in, and you can see on the wind scale here, we are going down. So whereas it's been 50 to 70 kilometers an hour today, the wind gusts and crashing waves along our shorelines, and even some lake effect snow today. Tomorrow will be calmer. Tomorrow the winds will be light, the sun will be out. This is good news. 3 degrees again on Saturday, Friday night into Saturday morning. Passing clouds, chance of a few centimeters of snow. That low is mainly impacting areas further north, and Sunday we are colder behind that next low. So, good and bad news as we get into a spring forecast. Thanks for joining us. Snow and wind and rain in Newfoundland. Fair, quiet, but cold temperatures in the Maritimes. That's Friday, the first full day of spring. And more snow coming into Ontario. First the north, overnight in the south. Friday night, cold Arctic air moving in. Quiet in BC, Vancouver 8. But this is sharply below normal for places like Winnipeg and Regina. And no reprieve going into Saturday. Stay with us for your local weather. And it is officially spring now. That is great news, isn't it? Let's see if the weather cooperates. Thanks, Kasia. If you're just joining us, that's a perfect little summary of advice. Check and seal cracks, downspouts away from the house, and check your grading. I talked with a landscaper last fall about a grading around part of my property, and as long as it's a slope, even if it's only a slight slope, as long as it's sloping away from the house, that's where the drainage will go. Now, Northwesterly winds keeping us a little breezy today. And you're starting to see more and more grass showing because of the milder temperatures we've had. And of course, the ground heaves as well during winter. That's another reason you may have to do some repairs outside and maybe adjust the grading. The grade as far as wind is concerned, it goes way down to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty nice day. Fair and quiet, sunshine compared to our cloud cover and intermittent flurries today. However, coming from the west, a cold blast of air for the weekend, and this system will reach Windsor in the evening hours on Friday, overnight Toronto. We are going to see some snow, a couple of centimeters through Saturday morning, and then it clears out. Saturday's going to be chilly. The London area could see some freezing rain and ice pellets. It looks like it will be mainly some snow for Toronto in the overnight Saturday. We're certainly colder on Sunday, but we're calm.